Thank you so much for joining us this evening, ladies. I know there are some people going to be listening back on replay. Hi, Emma. Thank you so much for joining. So I'd love to know, just as usual, what your wins for the week are. Hi, Emma. Lovely to see you. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I'd love to know what your wins of the week are in the comments if you'd like to share. So I think my win of the week is I've been all over the place this week. I've been super just getting myself out there and speaking to people. I met an amazing lady. I think some of you actually saw me meet her in Pret in Birmingham, and we've had great conversations today. We've got a really good connection, and she's going to check out the video for the business. So I'm really excited about that. So that's great. So that's my win of the week. 3-foot ruling is my forte. I love it, that actually being with people face to face. Karen says, new team, congratulations. That's really exciting. Absolutely love that. So anybody else want to share their win of the week, then please go ahead in the chat. Let me just grab my notes. Okay, so I'm going to read these to you because I think it's really important that I share with you just kind of like the vision for the company. And so basically the reason we got invited up to the office, as some of you know, is because they are trialing something really exciting, a new product. I'm not going to say any more, but all I will say, it's absolutely amazing and I've fallen completely in love with it. So very, very excited about that indeed. And one of the reasons they got us all together, which I think that we can really take from, is the connection. And I think we really felt that this weekend. And, you know, what the Juice Plus company is, it's a place to feel safe. It's a place to feel connected. It's a place to have, to be able to have energy and to have a lot of passion. And we want to make not just the Juice Plus company, but our team a place to be. We want it to be a place where people want to come and be a part of, where we're building collaborations, and how we can make our team a success is something that we can kind of work together with. And what we can do in doing so is obviously then, you know, get to the events that we did at the weekend and amplify the success of the UK. Okay. So the way that we can do that is really checking our positions, like where are we at in the company, and taking responsibility for kind of where we are, what positions we are, what we're working towards. If you're SP and above, making sure that you're SP and PB qualified no matter what, and that you're getting your 825 and 1 every single month. It's a standard that we set for ourselves really back in the day. We actually used to go for 825 plus 5. And obviously you guys know that we've streamlined SP to 2000 points now, which is so exciting. And it's really, really a time to get on top of this. And what some of the girls were saying in the NMD meeting was actually, this is what Nessie and Kira do in their team. They actually sign people up at the start of the month, and they get SP and Partner Plus in the same month. They get their girls to SP in their first month. So obviously that means 2,825, which is actually only just over what SP would normally be. So it's actually really doable. And instead of just saying Partner Plus, like it's 825, which people might then put a ceiling on and find difficult, when you tell them about SP, it makes them feel like, you know, there's more to reach for right at the beginning. Okay, so it's just a really exciting thing to kind of like work with. To looking at your position where you're at and being really responsible for like your moves to get to your next step up that ladder in the Juice Plus company, if you want that promotion. Okay. And how do we do that? It's really simple. I think Jane was talking about this, and Danny as well. Like, you've got to make that decision and have a commitment to yourself and what your goals are, no matter what. And, you know, there's never going to be someone always telling you to get your DMO done and ticking it all off. It's about having that commitment with a no matter what happens, I'm getting it done mentality. And we do that by building new leaders and then working with the leaders in your team. And if you don't have anybody in your team yet, that's absolutely fine. But then the question is, like, what do I need to do to grow that? How can I expand my business? And perhaps what am I not doing at the moment to, you know, invite people to come and see the opportunity? And, you know, I've never been so excited about the £1 sign up, and I just think, you know, time is ticking, and we've got another couple of months now, probably like 10 weeks to go of the £1 sign up. So let's utilize that and focus on getting you know, a few people in every single month at least, okay, for the pound. That's my goal for sure. So obviously they were talking about Rio, and the reason that Rio is so fantastic, as you know, who's excited for Rio? Like, I am so excited. After the weekend, I am so excited for Rio, and it's open to everybody. And every single person can get there. And like, if you've not got a game plan to get there and you want one, then please obviously reach out, because it's definitely something that you can all go for. You've still got plenty of time to get those 50 points, and, you know, go and familiarize yourself. You know, like I think it was Jamie that was saying at the weekend, go and familiarize yourself with how to get the points. Was it Jamie? can't remember who it was. I think it was Jamie and John that was talking about Rio. But really, it's a sales management tool, like for you to be able to build your business. Like, what company says, you know, you can sign up to this and get a free trip, like a once in a lifetime trip to Rio? Use that and talk about it and get super excited. And just remember, like, you'll never get people unless you're trying to qualify for it yourself. And that's why, you know, we can be really successful with this. It's not about like, you know, me being successful on my own. It's about you guys taking that opportunity and going, I want this, and I'm taking responsibility to get to Rio. Because what Shay has proposed is, not only are we going to be obviously having the best event ever in Rio, but we're also going to be launching the country when we're there. So the vision for Rio is to have the biggest opportunity ever in Rio. Because why? Because we're there, we're going to open the market, people will follow that. And if you're posting about it on your social media, it's positive news, okay? It's positive things for people to you know, really focus on. So that's just something like really, really exciting, is that get yourself really familiarized with what is, you know, what is Rio? What do I need to do? How do I get there? Because it's never too late with the Juice Plus company. No matter, even if you've only got like 6-8 weeks left to do your 50 points, you can do it if you want to do it. Like I said before, you've just got to make that decision that I'm going to Rio no matter freaking what, and then making sure that you're showing up to make that happen. Okay, so what they talked about next is that positive news doesn't sell, negative news sells. And that's why people you know, that's why people focus a lot of the time on negative things, which is, you know, there's been a lot of change in the last year in the Juice Plus company, and unfortunately that's what people look at. They don't see what the good side of things is. And yes, a few people have left, but that is like not even 0.000% of the people that are in this company. It just kind of rocks the boat a little bit if it's people that you know. But I can guarantee you that the Juice Plus company is literally on fire right now. It's a multi-billion-dollar company, and it's that quote, isn't it, or that saying where, you know, if you watch the news, you're going to see the negativity of the world, whereas if you turn it off, then you're not going to see it. And Shay said so many people try to open up positive news channels and sell positive newspapers, but they don't sell because people love negativity and they focus in on that. So people, it's proven that people who ban the news have a higher happiness score. So stop looking at the negative Juice Plus cycle. We are the positive news cycle, stopping the gossip, and like saying to yourself, I am going to become a beacon of positivity to empower and speed up momentum. I love that, don't you? I'm going to be a beacon of positivity to empower and speed up momentum. Okay. So just finally then, just a few more things. So how will JP successful? How will JP be successful? So what do we need to do? We need to expand sales. We need to keep on promoting. We need to keep on sharing. We need to really just do more of what we're already doing, taking our shakes, inviting people, and putting on meetings. And Shay said, you know, back in the day before social media, how did they build this business? Meetings, because meetings equal money, and more meetings equal more money. Okay. We're not limited to how many people we can speak to, and we're not limited to the countries or areas that we can be in. You know, so we can really use social media as a tool, but also with the older method of building business, and that is to go offline, because offline builds foundations. You know, any meeting is a meeting. It can be with one person, that counts as a meeting, whether it's a one-to-one, whether it's 2 or 3 people, whether it's in a home or in a cafe. You know, just getting back to the old way of doing meetings. And some of you might not have seen that, but you know, what you might have seen with the Juice Plus company in the last couple of years is that every event needed to be the biggest, the best, the glitz, the glamour, and all of those things. But actually what the Juice Plus company is really about is having a small meeting room, a banner, team together, real people, and, you know, the connection in the room. It's not about having the fanciest hotel room, you know, the most swanky music, the, you know, most beautiful place. It's about getting together and sharing stories. And that is truly where Juice Plus thrives. It's where the stories come alive. It's where the people feel connected, because it's real people. Okay. And that is what we need to get back to. So I'm encouraging you to try and get out there, to have one-to-one meetings, to put some meetings on, whether you do it in your home or in a coffee shop. Offline is the foundations of your success, built on a capsule-based business. Obviously, shakes are great, but if you want to build strength in your opportunity, then, you know, you've really got to start thinking about the capsules. And of course, we've got the incredible 50% off these at the moment. So when you buy the meat, you get 50% off the berries, which is incredible. But also, if you buy a mixed box of shakes, you get 50% off the berries as well. So that's a great incentive to go and post about, and to go and tell people, anybody that's on the shakes, you can say to them, do you want to try the berries? They're 50% off at the moment when you buy a box of shakes. You can offer that to everybody. And you can obviously tell them how much they are, which is absolutely crazy, the price of these, which is so exciting. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say, because the next bit is about the new product, which is absolutely amazing. And I don't want to ruin it for too many people, because it's very exciting. Is that Steve we've got there? Hi, Steve. Thanks for joining. Lovely to see you. Thanks for coming on. So where can we find out about the Rio points? So Veronica is going to send them to me every Monday from tomorrow. She said that she would before, but we've been super busy. But yeah, I will let everybody know. I'll post it into the team tomorrow once she sends the points over to me, Louise, so you know exactly where you're at and what you need. And don't forget as well, like if you get your Rio points now, you can still work until July and take 50% of next month's points towards next month, if that makes sense. So if you need 60, you can take a maximum of 30, I think, if you get them this month over to next month, which is amazing. So absolutely love that. So I'm going to invite some of the speakers on. Just unmute yourself if you want to speak. So we went to an amazing event this weekend. We missed you, Emma and Steve, and anybody that was on here that didn't come with us. It was an absolutely phenomenal weekend. It's a great day. Hi, Camilla. Thanks for joining. Lovely to see you. It was just absolutely amazing. Like, I haven't felt the energy that we felt in that room yesterday for a long time. Like, when I unfortunately was a bit late because of traffic, and I walked in and my mouth hit the floor. Like, the room, I had to look from left to right to see the people, and it was like just like deep in, like, there's 500 people, and I was just like, oh my God. And as soon as I walked in, I got goosebumps and just felt like, I just felt like I was at home. I felt like I was in my place. And as soon as I saw you girls, I was just so excited. And I just knew that, like, new things are happening. Like, we don't need to worry about anything. I think, you know, with corporate people leaving, it's the best thing that's happened, because those corporate have left. They're corporate. With Juice Plus, we're not a corporate business. We're a distributor, people-led business. And now we've got Jamie here, Jamie Lee, who's come from Body Shop. She understands network marketing. She's one of us. She knows how to work with people. And the reason that we've struggled a bit over the last couple of years is because the corporate way of working doesn't work for a network marketing business. So I can promise you, over the next few months, over the next year, we're going to see some incredible things with the Juice Plus company. So it was a really fantastic event. And I would love to invite whoever wants to come on first to speak, any of the speakers that would like to share. So we've got Wendy. I think Wendy's driving though. We've got Karen and Louise. So either or, who would like to go first?
I'll go first, I don't mind.
Lovely. How are you, lovely?
I'm good, very good. Still so buzzed from yesterday. It was just,
wasn't it? And
it was so great.
Your first event, your first like corporate event, wasn't it?
Yeah. So for the first one, of course, I did it on fire, went to the office. This is the first corporate event, and it just blew my mind. So many people in one space together with all the same mission, everybody living the same mission, everyone working towards the same goal. Everyone's just so supportive and inclusive, and you just didn't find a negative face in that room anywhere. And that was what was the best thing. There's nobody's there with an agenda. Everybody's just there to welcome, support you, and everyone's just so open and chatty and yeah, supportive. And it was just so great to meet so many people and connect with so many people that I've seen on calls and I've seen on Zooms, and I've seen on trainings and the PJ call, and see so many people face to face, and everyone's so open and so excited and so happy that you're there, and just be able to learn so much information from people that are so successful in the business. It's just mind-blowing. So took so much from it, wrote so much down, but I'll share a few things that really have stuck with me, and I definitely will be starting to do a little bit more of. This is from the Rio top tips section. So John said, write your goals everywhere. Write your goals everywhere, have them everywhere. I have my vision board and I have it right next to me here, and also have some vision board pictures over the other side of the room, but I don't have my goals. I don't have my goals written down. Why do I not have my goals written down? So why are they not on my phone as my screensaver? Why do I not have them written downstairs in the kitchen? Why are they not written when I'm at work on my desk? Why are they not? So I'm going to write my goals and I'm going to put them everywhere, because then I can really start to focus and really start to see these every single day and start to let them sink in. And I think that was really impactful for me. It's not something that I've done apart from my vision board. So yeah, definitely going to do that. And then some other tips that he said was check your confidence and energy. So how are you showing up? Because if you're showing up on your socials with low energy and low confidence, that's what you're going to attract. And if that means that for one day you didn't post, or one post out of the day you didn't make because you didn't have the right energy at that time, it's better to not do it and wait until you've got the right energy, because we need to show up with the sort of energy you want to attract. And I love that. And I thought, yeah, absolutely. There's been some times recently where I didn't have the right energy, and so I didn't post, and that really resonated with me, because I want to show up with the right confidence and attract the right people. So yeah, showing up with the right confidence and the right level of energy for the people you want in your team. And what do you need to post to get your dream team member? That really sunk in as well. Who am I trying to attract? So what am I posting, and is it relevant to the people that I'm trying to attract into my team? And what does your dream team member look like? Are you posting something that they would want to see and they would potentially come and get in contact with you for? And don't forget to celebrate on your page. Are you celebrating as much as possible about the company? Are you celebrating the big wins, the small wins, the incentives, personal growth, the achievements of people in your team, the achievements of people outside of your team, the wins? If someone qualifies for Rio, whether they're in the team or not, why are we not shouting about it? Like, this is somebody I work with, they're in the same company as me and they've just qualified for Rio. We should be shouting more about, I think, the achievements of people in the company, not just in our team, just because it's something great to shout about. And as well as there's the incentives and there's the offers, why don't we share more successes? And as well as transformations, don't always just, and that's something else that hit me, don't always just share your own transformation, because that can get very boring very quickly. So start to share more of other people's transformations, and don't be afraid to do that. And don't be afraid to be direct as well. Don't be scared of being direct when it comes to your posts. Contact me to join my team. Be open and be direct with what you're expecting from people when you're posting. What is the point? What are you trying to get across in this post? What do you need them to do? And don't be afraid to say that in the post. They'll either contact you or they won't. There's nothing wrong with being direct. So don't be scared to be direct, which I really took quite a lot from the Rio top tips section. Oh, as well as mirror your post to your story, because different audiences see your posts to see in your stories. So I have kind of stopped reposting my posts into my story, and I'm going to start doing that again now. Because I just haven't done that for a little while. So I'm definitely going to start reposting my pictures and my posts and my reels into my stories, so everybody's seeing them. I'm not just limiting my audience then. So I loved that whole section, that Rio top tip section. And something else that will also, I can't remember who said it now, but a quote that will stick with me. I think it might have been Jane. It was, I'm prepared to, yes, I'm busy, but my vision board is busier. And I love that. Yes, I'm busy, but my vision board is busier. And I'm going to share that. I'm going to share that as a post at some point, because that's gone in, that's sunk in. And I think that's really great. And again, my vision board, why am I not sharing that on socials? I've ticked loads of things off my vision board this year. I made a vision board for the first time ever, and I've ticked quite a few things off. And why am I not showing this and sharing it? And this is what this company is enabling me to do.
Do you want to share now, like, a few things that you've ticked off? Like, tell everybody.
Yeah, so I have a little family section on here, which is I wanted to take, you probably can't see it, but I wanted to take my family bowling and pay for us all to go bowling, and I've ticked that off, paid for that myself. I wanted to take my daughter on a riding hack, and pay for that, and I did that last weekend. Paid for her to go on a hack outside of her riding school somewhere different. I've climbed a mountain, which I wanted to do for years and years, and just kept putting it off because it was an expensive trip away and we hadn't got the money and the time to go and do it. And I paid for that, and we went and we climbed the mountain. There's just a few things, and there's more. All of this, you don't realize until you look back what you've achieved since you've been part of the company, and why you're not shouting about it more. So definitely the vision board and sharing more about it. And yes, I'm busy, but my vision board is busier. That's going to sit with me. So that whole section was really, really impactful for me.
Absolutely love that. And I love that as well. Check your confidence and energy. And I think when you do check in with that and say like, oh my God, like I don't actually feel that confident. What can I do to become more confident? Someone said as well, I think it might have been Kira. Was it Kira? It was Kira or Jane, I think, or Danny actually. This business takes you on a self-development journey, whether you mean to or not. Which I absolutely love, and it's so true. And like, if you're not growing in this business and you're not getting to where you want to be, it's usually because you need to go and do some work on yourself. And like, when you start learning more about yourself and doing your affirmations and actually put your time into growing into like an even better version of yourself, you level up. And what I've definitely experienced with working through the promotions in the business is that every time that I got promoted, I had to find a higher, more confident version of myself, and I had to do things well out my comfort zone, like speaking at events, putting my own events on, organizing team calls, which back then I absolutely was so unbelievably petrified of. But I just thought, if I don't do this, I might miss the opportunity. And if John asked me to speak on stage, I said yes, no matter what I felt. Like, even though I was like, oh my God, I don't want to. Like, I just thought, well, I don't know what might come of this. And every time I got off that stage, and it was never perfect, ever, so far from, but I felt, wow, I accomplished that. And if I did that, well, maybe I can do something else as well. So, I love that you like check your confidence and your energy, that you're celebrating all the wins. And yeah, don't be scared. Like, we're running businesses here, and the more confident we are about the fact that we are business people and we have got something that can change lives, you can come across in a completely different manner. So imagine that you are a business in a high street and you've got a shop and someone comes in. How are you going to speak to them? You're going to be like, oh, well, I've got this. You want to tell them, oh my God, I'm so excited to be speaking to you. Like, thank you so much for chatting to me. Like, we've got an incredible opportunity. Tell me about you. What are you looking for? What are you looking to change? What are you looking to achieve? And put it back on them and get like motivationally interview those people. So yeah, I just love that, Louise. That'd be really like confident. And the only way to do that is to repeat and to do things over and over. So absolutely love that. And yes, I'm busy, but my vision board is busy. I love it. So impactful. Love that so much. Fabulous. So if you could give everybody one piece of advice about getting to events that didn't go, what would you say?
Oh my God, just go. Absolutely make it a must, an absolute must, because you just see the bigger picture. You see that other people are doing it that are just as busy as you, if not busier, and we're just as scared as you, if not more terrified than you are now. And we're just as nervous and didn't know what to do, like you might be feeling. All these people that are achieving these wonderful positions and have grown amazing teams have started from the same position that we all did. And that's what it just brings that home, that they have busy family lives, they have a lot going on, they didn't know where to go, and their business was never grown in a straight line as well. And I love hearing those stories that they grew and then they failed and then they grew and then it dropped, and it's never just been, oh look, there they go, they were always great at it and they got straight to NMD. It was never that. And it just makes it really real, and you're like, actually, yes, these are all real people, and it makes you feel like I can do this. I can absolutely do this because all these people have done it, and the support and the inspiration is there. So you must get to the next one if you didn't get to this one.
Absolutely, and that's where we're going to drop it in. So the next event is the 17th of June in Reading, and actually Louise and I are going to be on stage, so we want to see you there supporting us. So we're really excited for that. So yeah, 17th of June in Reading. We've still got plenty of time to get a massive gang of us down there. It's going to be fantastic. I think I'm going to do an overnight as well and just have a bit of a party with everybody, because everyone stayed in Birmingham and I feel like I have massive FOMO from missing out. So if you want to do a night over, we can get like a big Airbnb, so it's a really cheap stay over, not a couple of £100 like a hotel is. We could all chip in and get an Airbnb if everybody wants to, but we can organise that some other time. But yeah, so 17th, get your tickets booked when John drops it. It's the SSC in the making event, so it's going to be great. So thank you so much for all your amazing tips, Louise. You are incredible. Thank you so much for your energy and just being a massive inspiration to everybody in the team. So thank you so much. So I'm now going to bring on the wonderful Karen. So if you'd like to, yeah, you're unmuted, Karen. So it was so lovely
I am
to time with you. Lovely jubbly. Thank you so much. So yeah, just take it away, lovely.
Okay, so for me, slightly different from Louise. I think because of my healthcare and science background, and you might have missed this at the beginning, Millie, okay. I think, but I really loved hearing from the product quality person, Sue, because for me, I think because I attract, or I've got a lot of people looking at my social media who are from a healthcare background, they want to know the science stuff. They all want to know the science stuff. And although I know the science stuff, it's actually really good to hear someone else talk about it, because it then gives you tips to talk about it naturally, rather than talking about it as if you've got to read it off a piece of paper or you're reading it from an article, and to actually really refocus that in your mind, so that particularly with the capsules, like you say, I want to get more capsule customers, and actually just being able to, I'm going to do a live on the capsules at some point this week and talk about some of the stuff that she talked about, because I feel like I've got a bit more confidence with that right now. So that was a great start for the day for me. And I think I agree with Louise, the inclusivity, and I did a bit of a post about that today. It doesn't matter whether you go to that event having just signed up for the £1 and you've actually only bought your own capsules or your own shakes, or you're right at the top of the tree like Emma Snedden or John. Everyone is made to feel the same at that event, whoever you are. And I really love that. And I think for the other thing for me is just keep doing more of what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just not doing enough of everything. And I just need to do more. And I always come away really kind of fired up and think, yes, I've got this. I can do this. I just need to keep doing more of what I'm doing. And I loved what you just said about motivational interviewing, because actually I used to do quite a bit of that in my old job with people with prostate cancer. And actually, I've never thought about using it as part of the business, and I need to do that.
Yeah, 100%.
Because it's really, really, it's really powerful, and
Yeah.
it's a really good way of actually, rather than focusing on, I take these, they're wonderful, and this is what's happened to me. It's more about, what are you struggling with? What can I help you with?
Yes.
And I might have something that can help you with what you're struggling with, and flipping it.
Yes. Love that.
So I need to get my motivational interviewing hat back on and revisit some of that from my previous job, really, and use it in my business. And I think, I don't know, I just feel like sometimes when you start in the business, I've been a really confident leader and manager, but when you're in a different environment, in a different type of situation, you lose some of that confidence. And actually, I've got so much, but I'm not using it in this business. And why is that? And I need to kind of give myself a little bit of a talking to, really.
Yeah, 100%. I love that. Like, thank you so much. It was so much to respond to you. But just on that, I think it's so important to remember as well, like when you start anything new, it's always you're uncertain about speaking, because it's not something normal for you. Like, it's quite uncommon that someone will come into the Juice Plus company and be absolutely incredible unless they've had previous network marketing skits like experience. And I think as well, like the way that we get confident is by finding what works for us. And like I know now that I could literally talk to anybody about anything and anyone could give me any objection, but I spent years not knowing the answers. I spent years going, I don't know like what to say to people, I'm not sure. So the way that I found the answers was like Google, also like asking people, like if you don't know the answer, I never went upline because that just wasn't a thing. I found sideline people that I didn't even know that I connected with from groups. Like You know, if you go into the complete transformations group, you can literally make sideline buddies instantly saying your transformation's amazing, like what was your favorite thing about the products. Then you can ask them questions. Like, it's your job to go and find people that you relate with and build a business upon like experience with talking to other people that are this is how what I did anyway, that are similar to me. So I loved like connecting with girls that are, you know, really into the gym and how they built their business, like what were they doing, and people that weren't confident, like how did they build their confidence. Like I used to reach out to people like Dennis, I don't know if you know Dennis from Germany, and Claudia. Years ago I reached out to them and I just said like, I'm really new, I don't know what I'm doing, can you give me some tips? And they sent me like this huge message. And you know, people in the Juice Plus company want to help, and never be afraid of reaching out to like other leaders and just saying, you know, I've been in the business for a while, I really want to get to the next position, I'm a QSSC, whatever, what would you suggest that I do? And they will honestly, you know, don't seclude yourself just to our team, like spread your wings and go and speak to people outside of who we are and get your confidence. Because again, like when you start speaking to people outside of who we are, you'll build as well. So absolutely love that. Thank you so much for sharing. And you're so right, motivationally interviewing is about when people come to you and say like, oh, can you tell me about your capsules? You can say, well, I can, but what is it you're looking to like achieve? What is your health goal? And just literally flip it back. So just absolutely love that. And the other thing that you said that you were going live, I think as well, like let's bring back double lives, guys. We went on a double live mission when she was going to SP, and it was incredible. And I think we should all bring that back, and we should all arrange double lives with each other.
Definitely, I was thinking that as well.
Yeah,
yesterday on the way back, I was thinking, yeah, we could all do. And the other thing, the other goal I've set myself with Wendy, we are going on that stage, and we are going to speak on that. I really want to speak on that stage.
Okay.
I was like, oh my God, I need to be up there speaking. I don't know when, and I don't know what about, but I'm going to be up there in the next year.
It doesn't matter. You just decide, and you don't know how yet, but you know you're going to be there.
I know I'm going to be there.
Exactly. And I'm going to do a split live with Wendy tomorrow.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, are you? Cool.
Yay!
Yeah, let us know what time, and we'll come and support if we're around. Pop it into the team chat and we'll come and support you guys.
Absolutely.
Love that. Oh, amazing.
You are looking so good, Wendy.
Doesn't she look lovely?
Yeah, you look so good. Let's have a look at you. Oh yeah, you look amazing. So let's just see what the comments say. So I loved the info on the capsules that you'd never heard before. Oh, I'm interested. And that lady.
So it was that lady. So that what did you say, Karen? It was about the fruit and veg capsules. She was saying that I didn't know that the vegetables are dry, individual vegetables are dried separately.
Yes.
Fruit and berries is all just put in together and dried. It's all dried together. But with the vegetables, all the individual vegetables are dried separately, and then it's added together.
Wow, I didn't know that.
That's the best way to do it, to keep the nutrients.
How interesting.
I never knew that.
No. Wow, that's a little nugget, isn't it? Oh, I love that.
Because of the difference in texture.
Is that why?
Yeah.
Oh,
because
yeah, I think she said that, because if you think of berries, most berries have a similar texture, don't they?
Yeah, that's very true.
Whereas if you think of, I don't know, broccoli versus cabbage versus carrots, they're all different, aren't they?
Yeah.
Water content. It's very different.
So exciting. Do you know, like, I don't know how possible this is, but I know that they do sometimes allow people to go to trips to the to the factories. Like, we should put that on our vision boards, to go on like a team trip to the actual like factories where they encapsulate the capsules. That would be so cool, wouldn't it? Imagine being able to go there. Oh, I'm gonna speak to, I don't know about that. I'm gonna speak to someone.
Switzerland.
To go to Switzerland. That would be so fun. Even if it's like next year or something, we can all like work towards something like that. I think that would be so good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be amazing.
Cool. Well, thank you so much, Karen. Like, amazing tips as always, and it was so lovely to spend some like time with you. Like, it's the first time we've actually spent some like close time together. So real lifetime. So that was so lovely to spend time with you and Wendy, for sure. So Wendy, I know you're back now. Do you want to come and share a few top tips of what you took away? Yeah, come on. Just a couple. Just a few words.
Hello.
Hello, lovely. You okay?
I'm really emotional.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, why are you emotional, lovely?
Just got back with Lily's last show and her end of like.
Oh.
Oh, sweetheart.
Oh, don't speak. It's fine.
Just an end of a. My dogs are barking. I want feeding, but yeah, I just had such an amazing day yesterday. I think for me it's a friendship.
Yeah.
All of you lovely ladies, just showing other women that there's hope. Whatever you're going through, whether you need 50 quid a month, whether you need 500 quid a month, whether you want to break free, whatever it is, it's just that community, which is so powerful. And I think one of the things that I remembered yesterday was be temporarily busy to be permanently lazy. I loved that. I don't know whether someone shared that, but I just thought, we all talk about being busy, and yeah, it's it is commitment, it is being consistent, and it is tough. It's a simple business, but it's about that consistency, that day in, day out. But for what we're doing, what most people won't, so we can have what most people will probably never have. And yeah, I just got a bit overwhelmed. I've literally just walked through the door.
Bless you.
And I just had such a lovely day yesterday. And that power of being together, of seeing Karen, of seeing you, Louise, of hugging you, Millie, and that's priceless. But yeah, I just took I didn't even write many notes. I think that power of all being together in one room is just amazing, and just reminding us of what we have to offer. The products are incredible. The business opportunity is the fact that it's £1 to join, that people have this opportunity to change their lives. And I was talking to my dad coming along in the car, for some women, an extra £50, an extra £100 a month is life-changing. Let's not forget that. Petrol, grocery shopping, it doesn't have to be the big bucks, it doesn't have to be Rio, but I do think for me, I'm actually really going to focus on this incentive. I think that's what I took away from it, was we're forgetting that we've got this amazing incentive to work towards. That's it really. Sorry for getting all teary.
Love that. Oh my God, don't apologise. It's absolutely fine. It's an emotional day for you.
Isn't it nice though that we can talk like this, that we've got, because my dad was saying, so what is this? So what is this sort of evening call that you're listening to? I said, we all sort of just come together. I said, we're going to share about, what we learned yesterday. But I said, it's a real sisterhood without sounding cheesy. I said, we talk about stuff, we share our wins, we share our shit, and we're here for each other.
I think I slept so well last night. So I think I said to a couple of people yesterday, I had the worst night's sleep before we went, and so much anxiety and worry, and spending a day with lovely people, and just, yes, the buzz in the room, but yes, just sitting, having a drink and chatting and coming together. I went to bed at 9:30 last night and I slept until 6:30 this morning. It was amazing. And I know that's because I was chatting, and talking just helps you sort things out in your mind. And I went to bed with a clear mind and I had an amazing sleep. And that's thanks to you guys yesterday, really.
Oh, it was the best day. It was such a good day.
Yeah, it was such a good day. Oh, thank you so much for sharing. And I do feel like we can just be chill here. Like, of course, like, it's great to do training, it's great to talk about like what's important and what we're focusing on, but also like it is a space for us, I think, with our I don't know what to call it, but just like the togetherness that what we have. Like, if you do want to speak out about anything, that you've got the safety of doing that here, space to feel vulnerable and like just to share without being judged. And I think that's really important. And I think it's quite a new feeling that we've got. And I just think it's amazing. And I think, we can invite other women into this, because it's quite a unique space, I think, because obviously we've got the power, we've got the drive, but we've also got the understanding and the emotional capacity to be there for each other and to listen. So I just love that. So thank you so much, ladies, for sharing. Wendy, I know it's emotional, and thank you so much for speaking. Must have been a really lovely day. Yeah, I hope you're okay. And Karen, I'm so glad you had a good sleep. Yeah, I'm really glad, and I can't wait. Are you girls coming to Reading in June? Are you planning to come?
I've just put it in my diary, actually. I probably can.
Amazing.
Is this SSC?
Yeah.
SSC? Yeah. Yeah. What date was that, Millie?
That's the 19th.
Yeah. Is that the Monday?
No,
17th. 17th.
Sorry, don't go on the 19th.
No, because it's because I know on Saturday, the Sunday is Poppy's birthday on the 18th, and it's Father's Day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm because when that date came, I remember now, I was thinking, okay, as long as Poppy doesn't want to do something major on the Saturday for her birthday, which I'm sure she probably won't. Yeah, I'm up for that on Saturday, Reading.
Okay, cool. Well, like either way, like don't feel pressured, Wendy. Like if birthdays are really important, that's your priority.
Yeah.
And if you can come, that'd be amazing.
No, I'd love to come.
Yeah, it's just good to like be together, isn't it? Again, like even if it's for a few hours, it's just great to all be together.
Can I ask a quick question?
Of course.
Has anyone been to the St Pancras Station Wednesday to get ready for Reading? There's a thing on a Wednesday night.
Oh, is that with
James?
James.
So good.
Is it? Because it's a really easy journey for me to get up there. Am I brave enough to go on my own? I don't know.
I'll come and meet you. 100%.
I could go.
Yeah.
It's the 31st of May.
Yep. 31st. That's a Wednesday, is it?
It is. It's not next week, but the week after.
Should we go?
And I was just wondering whether I could.
Yeah, just like let me know either way. It's quite easy to get to, and it's very chilled. Like James, when I've been, he doesn't really have a set structure. We just kind of like all share our stories, and it's so powerful because you get people from all walks.
Oh, okay.
It's really lovely. Yeah, it's great. I'll go if you want to go. And I know Steve will probably come. So Steve, that was just on the call a minute ago, he came last time. Yeah, it's really nice. I'd love to go with you, Karen, if you want to go. And anyone else?
Okay.
Put that in my diary. 31st. Okay, cool. So just to finish off then, girls, the few things that I just wanted to share was just like, you remember that we all wake up every single day with a new day to start our businesses again, and to get really started strong every single day. We need to be on as many of the products as we possibly can be, and making sure that we're sharing them every day and being creative, making a commitment to yourself. Like, what do you want to achieve in a day? We're all going to have better days than others. Some days we don't want to do anything, and just doing small things on those days counts so much rather than doing nothing. But making that commitment to yourself to what is the absolute minimum that you'll do every day is something that takes discipline, but will also take you further than just thinking you'll start again tomorrow. So make that decision for yourself and make a discipline that you can push yourself a little bit further out of your comfort zone. So something that's not easy, but something that's not so wild that you won't ever do it, like messaging 100 people every day. Make a commitment to yourself and what works for you, and what might work for you might not work for someone else. So, find what's personally motivating and what works for you. And then, that vision board, what are you doing this for? Get your vision board so clear. Get your visions bright, and like Louise said, put them everywhere, like on your walls, on your phones, by your bed. Tell your friends, put them in the fridge. So every time you open the fridge, you know what you're doing. Get to events. It's where light bulbs happen. And what else have I got here? Why go the extra mile? So why go the extra mile? It's because there's lots of space at the top. If you go the extra mile, the business will pay you so much more. If you're just doing the basics, then you won't get as far as you want to go. So just going that little extra mile further every single day makes all the difference. And one of the things that's really resonated with me at the moment, girls, with we've got FM, we've got what's the other one, the Beyond Beauty, and I can't remember what the other one is, but the one that Livia's gone to, is that FM? Can't remember.
New Skin, I think, isn't it? New Skin.
That's it. what we need to remember, and I think it's absolutely hilarious, is that beauty starts within, and your skin health comes from your gut health. And it's a direct correlation, what your skin looks like, to your gut health. And we obviously know that the Juice Plus products support our gut health. And so we literally have the king of all beauty products with Juice Plus. And it's something that I'm shouting about everywhere, that beauty starts from within. And if you're taking these amazing little capsules, then you are going to be feeling absolutely amazing, but also it's going to show in your skin. So that's definitely something that I'm raving about, because obviously, yes, we can put lotions and potions on our face, which help, but also it's our gut health, which really shows what's going on inside. So, yeah, feel good from within. That's what I love. So yeah, create raving fans, girls, and then we can go super far. I've got so many notes, I've got so many amazing things from that event, but one of the main things I think, apart from us all being together, is actually getting there. I had a bit of a stressful week in terms of things going on at home personally and stuff, and there was times where I was just like, even I thought to myself, like, I just can't, I don't want to go. Like, I had that voice in my head, and it never overrides that I'm going no matter what, but it does creep in sometimes. But as soon as I step foot in that room every single time, it's like, oh, thank God I'm here. Like, thank God, finally, like, even if it took me ages. And if you're ever anxious about going and you just think you can't make it, then just reach out and we'll support you, and we'll either pick you up or we'll talk to you all the way, and we'll encourage you to come, because really, once you get there, you'll probably be like, why was I ever scared of coming? Why was I putting it off? Because I'll tell you a quick story. I got invited in my first year. You'll hear the PMDs all talk about going to Dublin. When I first started the business, I was extremely anxious, and I didn't really feel like I fit in. I was a bit nervous about everything. And I got invited to Dublin, and I booked my flights, but I got to the airport and I didn't go. I was too nervous, I was too anxious. And every single person that went to that event in Dublin is now a PMD. And you just don't know the impact of going to an event and the people that you're with can have on your life. And I don't regret it, because that's my journey. And I know that where I'm at now is where I'm supposed to be. But I do sometimes think, like, imagine if I had gone to that, where would I be? So if you get offered an opportunity with Juice Plus and with us, my biggest tip to you is just say yes, and just figure the rest of it out later. And, you're supported by everybody in this team, and, you'll be really surprised at what you can achieve if you just trust in us, because we believe in you. So yeah, that's everything really this evening. And I just want to ask you girls to finish off, what commitment can we all make for ourselves this week? And I'd love you to share, like, one thing, what you're going to do this week to help you kind of like excel to that next position where you want to be in this business. Can be something out of your comfort zone. It can be something that you just know that you need to be more consistent with. Who wants to go first? Just like speak up and just share if you want to. You don't have to. Just something that you would love to commit to this week.
I'm going to do more friend requests.
Love
and
that.
every single person that accepts, I'm going to send them a follow-up message.
Ooh, love that, Karen. Love it. Thank you so much for sharing. Love that. Anybody else?
More lives.
Who said that? Was that Camilla or Wendy?
I said more lives. I've gone down a hole with the lives.
Okay.
And I just need to get them back. And I'm starting a plank challenge and a water challenge tomorrow with my team.
Okay.
So I'm doing live tomorrow morning. I'm taking my car to the shop. I'm coming back and I'm doing the live.
Yes.
And I'm then doing a split live with Wendy later on in the day. So we just have to decide on the time.
Okay, perfect. Love that. Thank you for sharing. So more lives. And they said at the event, didn't they? Danny said, when she went to an event and she saw that there was NMDs on the stage, she wanted to be an NMD so much she committed to doing a live every single day. And she thinks that's what was one of the reasons it took her to NMD, because she said no matter what, she showed up and she did her live. So I love that, Camilla. Thank you so much for sharing.
And can I just say, Karen does a live every day.
Yeah, you do, don't you? You do. You're ahead of the game with that.
So I'm actually going to commit to my IPAs, and I'm going to be accountable to Millie.
Yeah, okay. Love that.
I just need to limit the scroll hole, because you just lose like half an hour comparing and creating content or looking for content. And I've just made a commitment that I'm actually going to, hold on, I've got low power mode. I'm going to get up. I always get up early, but I'm actually going to regardless of the fact that I don't have to get up if I don't want to, because no one's here, but I'm going to get up at said time and I'm going to do my income producing stuff first.
Love that.
I'm going to do my morning post, I'm going to do my affirmations, I'm going to do my lemon water and all of that jazz, but I'm actually going to get those adding, asking the questions done.
Can I please join that accountability, please?
We're going to drive Millie mad.
Absolutely. No, we'll create a little chat if you want, and we can you can post in there together, so you'll be accountable to me but to each other as well.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You're on.
Love it. Fabulous, girls. So Wendy and Camilla, perfect. Thank you for sharing. Who's next?
So I'm going to ask the business question every single day, because I've got out of the habit of doing that. Yes, I've been posting more about it over the last week or 10 days since I've been on my course, but I'm now going to ask the question directly in the messages rather than just posting about it. Actually start doing that again.
Love that. And are you going to commit to how many a day?
5 times.
Okay,
5.
that's amazing.
I'm going to do 5. Why not?
Okay, amazing. Love that. I love it. I thought
the thing is, once you get on a roll with it, it's really bizarre, isn't it? When you actually do the first ask the question or you do the first ad, all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I can't stop.
Yeah.
It's just actually, so we've got a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it goes. We've got a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ask the business question. And that's it. You build that momentum.
I've done it 5 times today. I've done it 5 times today because like people that watched my stories from yesterday said, would you like to know more about what it is I'm doing, about the opportunity that I've got? So I've done it 5 times today, and why can't I do it 5 times every day?
Why can you not? Love that. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, anybody else like to share? Francis, would you like to share? No. That's fine. You don't have to speak. No pressure. That's absolutely fine. I think Emma's on the phone. That's absolutely fine. So I am going to commit to, I love, and I haven't been doing this, voice noting, asking the question. I find when I voice note and I find people that I connect with and say to them, like, I have a conversation, I'm like, do you know what, babe, you'd be so good at what I do. I'm looking for other people in the wellness industry who already have a client base that want to recommend a world-class product and earn an extra income for having conversations that they're already having. Do you want to know more? That's what I'm going to say 5 times a day to people in the nutrition and wellness industry. And I'm going to find some more people just like me. And that's my affirmation. When I was looking for Louise, everybody, my affirmation was, I want to find someone just like me. And then Louise popped up. And of course, like, you know, she's a nutrition coach, and I'm so grateful for you, Louise. You really are incredible. Thank you so much for everything, just as all of you are. We've all got like individual incredible qualities about who we are, what we're here for, and what we can put out there. And that's what's so lovely about this, is that I think we've got such incredible togetherness and different skills here. So absolutely love that. So there are commitments. I've got them written down. So next week I'm going to ask you all how that you've done. Are you sure you don't want to commit to one small thing, Francis? Do you want to type in the box, or do you want to tell Camilla? Do you want to tell Camilla and then Camilla can tell me? Yeah. Okay, cool.
So can I just say that was such a good, what you just said there. I want to find someone just like me, because I think when and I spoke to my girls about this, you know, about finding someone like ourselves, people that not only resonate with us, but, you know, who we have, you know, similar values. And I think maybe that should be this week's affirmation. I'm going to find people. Yes. I'm going to find people just like me.
Yeah, love that. When I was saying that to myself, what I was thinking was like, I want to find people that have the same drive, commitment, interests, belief, energy, motivation, dedication, like, because I am obsessed with this business. Like, I see what it can do, and I've seen what it can do, and I've experienced it as well. And I'm looking for people that want more, like, that are hungry. And it's about, when you put like that energy out there, it's the law of attraction, isn't it? You will get that back. And it's about just being, you've got to be a bit cocky with the universe, and you've got to go, I know they're coming. I just know it. You're going to bring them to me soon, aren't you? And it's just about being a bit like jovial and a bit overconfident, really, and not really, because you can't touch it, you can't feel it, it's not tangible. But if you just have a little bit of belief, like you will grab hold of it eventually. And that's what I do. So when I think about, I want to find someone just like me, yes, about like having similar characteristics, but also I want people that are committed. I want people that want this and that are going to show up and be like, I'm on the calls, I'm ready for this. I don't want to be dragging people. I want to find people that want to be a part of our gang and show up and support all of you as well and be a part of what we've got and what we're creating here. So yeah, so that's kind of like, it's so much more than just like people like me, you know, there's a lot of that. And I've spent quite a lot of time like journaling on that and writing it down and what that means to me. So yeah, so girls, thank you so much for an absolutely amazing call tonight. Don't forget, we have got the call on Wednesday, which I would absolutely love to invite any of you to speak on. If any of you want to do products or business or share your story, then please don't be afraid to come and speak to me. Would love to have you on to share, but absolutely no pressure. Also, if you've got any team that you think would love to share their story or customers as well, then it's open to that as well. So lovely. So just before we go, does anyone want to share anything else? I think Wendy shared an amazing Audible today. I haven't actually had a chance to listen to it. I've downloaded it, but I'm going to listen to it a bit before I go to bed. And it's about network marketing. So thank you so much for sharing that. I think I'm going to start listening to it. So if everybody wants to download it, we can perhaps have a chat about it next week, if you get a chance to listen to it as well. So thank you so much.
I started and it's so good.
It's really good, and I think it just blows open some of the struggles that we have with when we're frustrated with our lack of consistency, because it's about the consistency chain, and it talks about how the minority of people act with their prefrontal cortex, so they are driven by goals and vision boards and to-do lists, and the 80% of us, that does not work. And it's quite it's fascinating. It's a fascinating listen. I've almost listened to all of it, but I'm going to re-listen and take some notes. So maybe, I think I popped it into the chat, didn't I? The link to the book, but it might be worth us reviewing it next week or in 2 weeks. You know, whatever. You know.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, perfect. Well, thank you so much for sharing. A book that I would love to recommend to you is this one, and it's called It's called The Power of Five, and it's a network marketing book called by John Maxwell. John Maxwell is somebody that is very well established in the network marketing industry, and he's a coach, and there's lots of his stuff on YouTube. So we actually won a call. We had to I don't know, it was like for most orders or something. It was like a few years ago now. It was before COVID, like just in the first lockdown. And we all won a call with him, and I got a signed book from him, and we all got a call with John Maxwell. It was amazing, but he's got some great stuff on YouTube. And it's all about, like, here it says, failure is your friend. Like, you wake up excited. It's all about understanding momentum and how to actually add value to people around you and becoming a better person. It's really good. Like, he's just got some great value about network marketing. So, you know, we have to become masters of our industry, don't we? So, you know, masters of the product, masters of network marketing. And once we are, you know, it'll be easy for you to explain it to the people that come and ask you about your business. So yeah, so should we have a quick photo, ladies? Thank you so much for tonight. I've absolutely loved this call. It's been really lovely to see you all again. It's an absolutely lovely way to end the week. So I'll pop this in the chat. So thank you so much for being here. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Thank you so much, ladies. It's lovely to see you all, and thank you so much for speaking and, you know, been vulnerable and sharing. It's so great to have you on, and we'll be here same time next week, and of course on the Wednesday opportunity call as well. So thank you so much, girls. Lovely to see you. Have a good night.
Good night, evening.
Bye.
See you later. Bye. Bye, Emma. Bye, Francis. See you later.